Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, a very warm welcome to you too. Bit of a special video this. It is VauxALL. This is a show that I've organised from scratch. It's our third year of doing it, and these are just some of the cars here. Coming up in this video are all of the highlights from the arena, but before we see that, I put a little montage together of you all arriving. So, let's have a look. Cherished Vehicle Insurance Services have really stepped up to supporting VauxALL. And not only do you support the show with a lot of promotion and so forth, but I have to have this thing called public liability insurance. Basically, that means if anybody gets hurt, I don't end up in jail, essentially. So these guys have helped me with that. So a huge, huge thank you to Cherished Vehicle Insurance Services. Now, I'm not going to wax lyrical about you, because insurance is a bit of a funny game. That's a claim right there, nothing to do with me. Insurance can be a bit of a funny game. As we all know, cars are very, very individual. The older they get, the more individual they get. And it's important to have the right cover, because should the unfortunate happen, you need it.
Correct. Oh, you've taken words from my mouth. There we go. Yeah. Excellent commentating.
There you are. So brilliant. I've done this job for him.
And the one thing I'll say is there's a number of people on site here that are insured with us. And come and talk to us, come and meet us, and we also meet you. So if you have a heavily modified Nova with a LET engine in it that you've had for 20 years, the risk of that having an accident is significantly less than someone that's just bought one. So come and have a chat with us. We've got 20 years worth of underwriting experience with myself here, so we can underwrite on an individual basis. And most of all, I do know my Vauxhalls quite well.
Yes.
So if you talk to me about modifications, you talk to me about anything like that, it will all make sense to me, I'd like to think.
When I was a kid, I always liked Vauxhalls. I loved the smell of them, loved the shape of them and so forth. My mum had a Mark III, so it feels right to be stood here now next to the latest Vauxhalls. So, hello, Oliver. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's wonderful to be here again for another year with VauxALL, and just to see the best of the past and the present.
I was going to say, give us your year. What year were you born?
2002.
2002. Wow. So there's a lot of cars here that were out of production before you were even born.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It gets a lot of looks in the office when I say how old I am, and giving my manager a bit of a midlife crisis.
Yeah, absolutely. But we've got three of VauxALL's latest cars here. We've got the ever lovely Corsa. I learned to drive in a Corsa. Everyone, I'm sure, at some point has been in a Corsa. And then we've got two very interesting cars here. We've got the Mokka. I do quite like the Mokka. My friend brought one recently. Very, very lovable little thing. And we've got the Grandland, which I've been in now for a few days, which also I really, really like. But we'll start with... Should we start with good old Corsa?
Definitely. Well, it's everyone's first, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just the iconic British first car. Yeah. And, has it ever looked any better?
No, I think it looks great. I like the way that we've updated the front end, so it's sort of fallen in line with this visor front that we're getting now with VauxALL, and it's still a fairly small... We've got a couple of Corsa Bs over here. And you can see just how diddy they are compared to this, and this is sort of like a rocket ship compared to what these were when they came out.
Definitely. I mean, even the base model, just being the 100 horsepower 6-speed, it really does move. It's quite nippy. This is the hybrid, so it's got an extra 10 horsepower and a dual clutch gearbox. So it does,
And what about tech? What are we doing for tech in there?
So we've got loads of tech as standard. This is the Yes Special Edition, which is now our cheapest model, despite being absolutely loaded to the brim with kit. And tech inside, we've got a 10-inch touchscreen, 7-inch driver's display, wireless CarPlay, all that you could need, really.
Wow, I remember when... This is showing how old I am now. My mum had a Mark III Astra, had an immobiliser fitted to it, kept cutting in at random times. Cutting as we were halfway round a roundabout, car stopped, couldn't move, scared the daylights out of her. So she sold that and bought a Corsa B. And I remember she came home in this Corsa B, and we were amazed because it had got electric windows. We were like, whoa, check this out. Bosh, straight up to McDonald's, down they go. But, that was then. Now, I think that our expectation for tech has got so much greater.
Definitely. And thankfully, I mean, across the range of all the cars we do, we make sure that every bit of kit that we think you'd need, that maybe some others don't include, it's in there. So the baseline's got higher, but we've made sure to meet that.
Very good. So we've got Corsa. Now, this is an interesting car because it doesn't look that much bigger than Corsa. So Mokka, where does Mokka sit in the whole lineup?
Well, you can imagine the Corsa's your first, maybe 5-10 years have gone down the line. Maybe they're in your position, just had a baby. Mocha's probably the perfect answer to that.
Okay.
Still a good size,
Yeah.
but for those sort of small growing families.
Right, got you, okay. And I'm assuming also still loaded full of tech.
Exactly, yeah. So that's our GS, our middle of the range trim. And yeah, you get all the standard tech that you would get on a design or the special editions, but plus some nicer sort of exterior bits. The 18-inch diamond cut wheels, some nice exterior bits, nicer interior.
Those 18s?
18s.
Do you remember like Max Power era and so forth, and someone had 18s on their car and like, whoa, he's got 18s, and then someone turned up with 19s, like, whoa, and then someone eventually turned up with 20s, you're like, that's too much. That is just too much. I know, I'll come on to that in a minute, but they don't look like 18s.
No, I mean, its stance being a lot higher as an SUV, and you talk about the size, but trust me, when you sit in that, you do not feel anywhere near as low to the ground that you actually are. You feel like you're on top of the world. But yeah, the raised ride height, the slightly bigger arches, and the big tyres definitely do make the wheels a little bit smaller. But yeah.
Well, I'm glad that he's got decent sidewalls on there, because we all know how bad Britain's roads are, don't we? Yes, but it still looks lovely inside. I really like it. I think it's just got something about it. It's just got a bit of mojo. Do you know what I mean? There's just a little bit, okay, there's a bit of presence there, which is nice. And then we've got this. Now, I really, really like the colour of this. My wife wasn't so convinced. I won't tell you what it reminded her of. It had something to do with our new baby and her nappy. But I think it's a really, really lovely colour. I think it's a lovely bronze colour, and it arches back a little bit to the 70s. I really, genuinely, really do. So talk us through Grandland.
Yeah, well, I mean, what a car, eh? I'm glad that you've had time to test it leading up to this, because I'm glad you share our feeling that this is probably the best car we've ever done. You know, what a beast of a car. You know, it's absolutely, again, loaded with tech, but this sort of takes it up to another level. I mean, with this, you know, if you go for the ultimate trim, which we've got here, it can basically drive itself on the motorway.
I was about to say this. Genuinely, on the way here today, I was messing around with the controls. M40 is not the most exciting place to be, so I was like, what do these buttons do and so forth? And I pressed the indicator, and there's a heads-up display in there, okay? And it said, press OK. I pressed OK. And it just changed lanes on its own. I'm like, this is fantastic. I could sit in the back of this and get to the British Motor Museum. It's brilliant. But the inside of it is lovely. It's confident, which is what I like to see. It's not generic, sort of like bubble shape. It's actually got a bit of, okay, this is what we're going to do.
Exactly. I mean, it's one of those cars that, you know, if you covered up the badge on the steering wheel, you'd have a hard time guessing that it wasn't something a lot cheaper than it actually is. It's a wonderful place to be in. I mean, with these Napa seats, I don't know if you've tried. Gone through the massage.
Right. Okay, again. This car's made a bit of an impression, as you can tell. So it's got heated seats, which we've had for a long time. It's got ventilated seats, which is quite nice. And then there's a button that you can press, and it said cat's paw. And I was like, what's that then? And he pushed it, and it started massaging me. And I just sat in there for about an hour. My wife came out, and she was like, you going to get out of this car? I was like, yeah, in a minute. I'm just, yeah. She's not been in the passenger seat yet. That'll be a game changer. But wonderful car, and like I say, it's got a little bit of personality to it, which I really like. And you know, for an electric car, it is full electric. I'm not anti-electric. I'm not, you know, I think electric's the best thing ever. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. I think we're going through a very interesting time in the automotive industry. And for me, I would like to go electric, but doing big miles, like up here and down to all the other venues. This does, what, 350 odd miles?
So this one here is up to 325 miles, but you can option it with the battery that goes up to 425 miles. Which,
really?
Yeah. Really. And I mean, at that point, is there any reason not to switch?
Right, okay. Unfortunately, you have to talk amongst yourselves. Oliver, we need to go over there and talk, because that's game changer for me. But I'm assuming everyone here can poke, prod, get in, have a good look around them.
Absolutely. So we're just located on the left side over there with the big VauxALL flags. So we're pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
And please, come down, have a look, ask some questions, sit in the cars, play with whatever.
Yeah.
we're happy to have a chat. We're happy to have you.
Yeah. And also, can I just say, Oliver here, you don't know about this, but Oliver, he came to the first VauxALL show, the very first one that we did. And I only found out that you were coming about 3 days before, so it was a bit stressful for me to try and get everything all sorted, but we got you here. And when you came, were you doing your apprenticeship?
My placement year, yeah.
Your placement year. So he was doing his placement year, and he is now in the VauxALL family, fully employed at VauxALL. So welcome to the VauxALL family, Oliver. It's a very wonderful place to be.
It definitely is. I mean, family's the best word for it. Just being part of the team at head office, you know, it's a family.
Yeah.
That family extends so much further to all of the factory workers, the dealerships, and of course the lovers of VauxALL that we see today. Yeah.
Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask you to give a big hand to VauxALL for bringing down some of their new cars. Put your hands together for me. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Wonderful to see you. And I'll let you take your lovely cars back.
No, thank
You're
you.
going to need a hand bringing this one back, though, aren't you?
Definitely.
No, wonderful to see you. So coming up next, here's a car that you may just remember, Vectra. Do you remember the Vectra? No, he doesn't. Right, so there was a car that came out called Vectra. It came out in '95. Actually, Vectra was originally over in Europe about 1988, somewhere around there. We had the Cavalier, and they badged it as Vectra over there. So Vectra is coming into the ring next. We're going to look at that. So this is the family lineup now. Keep that in mind. And I want you to come back as well and see what family cars looked like 30 years ago. We are celebrating 30 years of the Vectra. Can you believe 30 years of the Vectra? Now, quick show of hands. Who has owned a Vectra in their life? Quick show. Yes, quite a few people. They're not bad cars, are they, the Vectra? They're pretty good cars. And they're a good car for VauxALL too, because you have to remember that car manufacturers, at the end of the day, they're there to make cars, they're there to make money, employ people, and get us all moving around the country, aren't they? Now, all of the owners, this is quite funny, look at this, they've all gone down there. Can you see this? So if we all stand down there, he won't come and talk to me, but there they are wrong, because this microphone is wireless, which means I can go and find them and choose them out one by one. Right then, we'll start with this one. Whose is this? Come on, come stand by your cars. You may as well all go stand by your cars. It'll be a little bit less embarrassing for you all. So we'll start with this one down here. Come here. Very quickly, tell us what we've got, and don't say a Vectra. What have we got?
2.2 SRI.
And on the back, it says Beast Edition. What have we done to it?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. That's rubbish. So 51 reg, and it's so this would be a facelift one, right?
Yeah, phase 2.
Yeah. It looks lovely. Do you know when these phased out? It was about 2002 when they went over to the. So this would have been one of the last phase 2s, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Very good. Well, hopefully you're going to enjoy VauxALL. First time here?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay, well, as you can see, lots and lots and lots of cars here for you to go and enjoy. And lovely to see this. What colour's this, by the way?
Moonland Grey.
Thought it was a Moonland. Lovely to see. Now then, we move on to this one. Hello. Come. Tell us what we've got here.
It's a Super Touring 200.
Now, they don't, correct me if I'm wrong, they don't do many red ones.
5.
5 red Super Touring, and we've got one here, which is wonderful to see. How long have you had this?
This time round, about 6 years.
Yeah? This time round? What, have you owned it and sold it and then owned it again?
Yeah, something like that.
Ah, there we go. This is what happens, isn't it? They get under the skin. You've done a few bits on there. I can see lovely wheels. Now, are they the right wheels for it?
Yeah, standard wheels.
Good. Interior, though?
No.
No. What have we done in here?
They're Astra G VXR seats.
But don't they just look right? They look really well in there. And you've come down with Vectra B enthusiasts. You're right outside the front of the museum. Good club?
Excellent club.
Yeah?
I have to say that because they're watching me.
I was going to say, nothing to do with the 20 quid note sticking out the pocket. Right then, hello, how are you?
Very well, Tim, yourself?
Yes, I'm all good. Now, you are quite instrumental at Vectra B, aren't you?
I suppose you could say that. I've had a few in the last 20 years.
Yeah? How many have you had?
8 GSIs, 3 ST200s, the 1 ST200 estate replica, and about 4 Vectra C VXRs.
Okay, so question for you: why? What is it about the Vectra that brings you back?
Cheap? No, they're not cheap. I would say cheerful, but they're not. I would say good to drive, but they're not.
You're really selling this, you know. You're really selling this. They're not cheap. They're not good to drive.
Just the community.
Yeah.
Just the community is absolutely brilliant.
Good.
All the car shows we go to.
And what do you think of Vauxhall? Be nice.
Tremendous. Third time attending. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Getting bigger and better.
Yes.
We're trying. We're trying. Well, make sure you're around for 3 o'clock this afternoon because I've got something for you.
For me?
For all of you. For all of you. A bit of surprise. Hello. How are you?
Good, thank you.
What's your name?
Chris.
Chris. Right. Tell us about your Vectra, Chris.
It's a 2.6 V6 GSI, one of 500 made. Bought it 2 years ago, put it back standard, and the furthest I've driven is you.
Oh, really? So where have we come from? Detective way, all the way from Swansea. Yeah. Was it worth the drive? The answer's yes.
100%.
Good. How long have you been part of these boys?
Joined the group last year, I think.
Yeah. Are they good? You
Yeah,
can
really
tell
good.
me. Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. And the Vectra?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Is it your first, or have you had a few before?
I had one 21 years ago,
Yeah.
a couple after that,
Yeah.
and then just gone back.
And is this the lad?
This is the lad, yeah.
What do you think of it?
Excellent.
That is a good answer. Well done. I tell you what, have a look. Go over to VauxALL later and go and have a look at like modern family cars because I remember this like when it first came out. You know, and seeing one for the first time, being like, "Whoa, that's a Vectra! Look at that!" Because it was quite a move forward from the old Cav.
From the Cav, yeah.
Yeah. Well, wonderful to see. Thank you very much for ringing now. Hello. Here we go. This one looks a little bit different, doesn't it? Now, this one is going to be an interesting interview, isn't it?
Because is excellent, yeah.
You own it. However, you are deaf. So therefore, I've got to do all of this between the three of us, but we'll get through this because you're good at lip reading, I hear. So, I'm going to first ask you about this. Why a Vectra?
Why a Vectra? Just like the shape of it, yeah.
Like the shape?
Yeah, it's just... And the colour.
And the colour. Now, this one, it looks great from the outside, but we've done something special under the bonnet.
Yeah.
Do you want to show us?
Yep.
So under here, it's quite a popular conversion now, this. We've taken out the VauxALL engine and we've got, look at this. So how much power are we running out of that?
527.
Whoa, hang on. I just want to make sure that you've got that right. I heard 500 and what?
27.
527.
Yeah, 3 horsepower.
Wow, that's quite a lot in a Vectra. Very good to see. Lovely to see this. I'm sure everybody's going to want to come and have a look at this. Yeah. Lovely to see. Now, how long have you had this for?
He's had it 8 years.
8 years?
And he's spent the last 5 years rebuilding it.
Brilliant. Well done, sir. It looks absolutely tremendous. That's fantastic. Now, here we go. You guys got the cheap sheets, didn't you? Is that it? Let's come on to you then first. Come around this side because I get the feeling I'm going to start feeding back on that microphone. Tell us what we've got here.
Vectra B GSI 3.2.
Right.
One of one ever made. Only one in this colour.
And 3.2, I don't remember them doing a 3.2 in it.
Yeah, it was out of the Vectra GSI's, the 3.2 conversion.
Wow.
With the top end.
Wow.
Put on off the 2.6s.
Well, it looks absolutely tremendous. I can say, how many hours have you spent prepping this?
I had it detailed.
Good answer. Good answer. You did know, but it looks fantastic. And like you say, one of one, 3.2 at the front. I dare say he's probably got a little bit more power than you, though.
Quite considerably more. Yeah.
But still, lovely thing to cruise in, though, right?
Yeah, it's lovely. I love to drive it.
Yeah.
Not so much a daily, but it does get used quite a lot.
Good. That's the best way to keep them on the road, is to use them. Now then, come on. Don't be scared. No one can hear you, apart from when I give you this microphone. Tell us what we've got here.
Vectra B, SRI 140, 2-litre Ecotec.
Now, I haven't seen the reg on this. What reg is it?
X, 2000.
So is this a phase 1?
Phase 2.
Phase 2. So the 2000 reg, can you imagine that? Millennium. And you've just picked up your new Vectra.
Yeah. fantastic.
I know. How long you had it for?
I bought it at the back end of last year. It was actually meant to be a donor car for my project on my Vectra GSI. I'm converting to a 2-litre turbo. But when I picked it up, it was just too good.
Yeah.
So I've done a bit of work, bit of paint work, bit of
Good.
work.
Good. Well, we need survivors too, because I know the Vectra is a bit of a Marmite car. There's plenty of people out there who all slate them, but like I say, it was a mass volume car. Lots of people had these. They were going to work in them, going to school in them, so on and so forth. And they need mass volume cars to be produced to keep people in work, don't they?
And Clarkson was so wrong.
Clarkson was wrong. Well, he lives not far from here. Go and find him and go and tell him. I'll tell you what we should do. Right, I've got an idea. You're going to like this. Bank Holiday Monday, should we just take all of the Vectras down to his farm? Should we go and do that? I almost wrote him a letter saying, I know you love the Vectra. We're celebrating 30 years of it. Would you like to come down? But I didn't. Anyway, tell us what we've got here.
So I'm Tom. We've got a 2.6 V6 Vectra GSI. Last of the line, 2000 reg. It's had a few modifications. Wheels, suspension, headlights, interior. It also only came out of the paint booth yesterday.
Really?
Yes. It's not been flatted and polished yet, so it is a bit dull, but it is fully painted and it's here.
Fantastic. Now, is it original colour or have we changed?
Original colour, so it is Krypton green. If the sun manages to get out properly and
It's
you see it later on.
Yeah, we could see a little bit. Yeah.
The gold fleck in it.
Yeah.
Beautiful colour. Absolutely beautiful.
And
stunning.
who's this behind us?
So this is my eldest lad, TJ.
This TJ? Yeah. Hey, my initials are TJ as well, but no one ever calls me that. What do you think of this? You can be honest.
Well, in my nearly 18 years of life, he has had a few cars, and I do prefer this one to most of the others.
Why?
Because he's not shouting at it all the time. I'm telling it to work.
That's good. That's a good answer. Very good. Now then, last two that we're coming on to. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
All right. You all right?
Hey, you got a good spot here under the tree. Nice and shady here, isn't it? Tell us about this.
Right, it's a 1.8 club, automatic, and that's it.
1.8 club, automatic, and that's it. Done.
Got centre bumpers, Amstel spoiler, headlights, alpha wheels.
Yeah. Why a Vectra? Why did we go for one of those? Is it first or one of many?
No, it's not my first.
I can tell by the laugh coming from behind there that is it your first? No.
We've had about 20 between us.
20? Yeah. 20 between you. So you like Vectras too as well then? What is it about them then?
I think for me it started back in the 90s with John Cledden racing them. After the Cavaliers, I was big into the Cavaliers as well.
Yeah.
It's a natural progression. I prefer these.
Yeah.
So
proper era of touring cars, the super tourists. Now I'm going to come to you. You've not got away. What is it about Vectras that you like so much then?
I don't know really. I just bought one day and then I've loved it.
Yeah.
So we had Cavaliers first, then moved on to the Vectras, and yeah.
We're going to have Cavaliers in later. You've had both. How do they compare? You can be honest, they're not listening. Probably are, but don't worry.
I don't know, really. I don't know. I just found the Vectras a bit more interesting, I suppose.
Okay. Have you had a look at the new Vauxhall lineup yet?
Yeah, I'm actually getting a new Mocha. So,
are you?
Yes.
Oh, you're in for a treat. It's a great car. You're going to enjoy that. And finally, we come on to it. Is this yours?
It is, yeah.
Come on, let's have a look then. Let's have a look. Now, this is interesting. That is definitely not a standard colour.
No, it's been plasti dipped.
Plasti dipped?
Yeah.
How big was the dip?
It's a liquid you spray.
Oh, right, okay, sorry.
So, yeah, and 7 days ago, it was just a standard car.
7 days ago, it was a standard car?
Yeah.
Did you buy it 7 days ago?
No, I've had it a year.
Oh, that's all right. I was going to say, if you bought it literally a week ago, can you imagine if the previous owner turned up and was like, I'm sure that's my reg number. So, why have we done this then?
It's the cheapest way to get it all one colour.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Who's the man who's just had it painted? Yeah, did you hear that? Plaster dip. Much cheaper.
Supposed to be painted alongside mine.
Oh.
But you let me down.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Now it all comes out. Here we go. Starting a family feud. Oh dear. Well then, ladies and gents, wonderful to see so many different Vectras here with us. All different shapes and sizes. We've got performance Vectras, we've got modified, we've even got some relatively original ones here as well. How many, where has he gone? How many cars have you got on your stand? Come on. 27? That's 3 short. It's 30 years. What happened? Where are the other 3?
Never turned up.
They didn't turn up. Shocking. Well, find out who they are and just say you let Tim down.
3 people had problems. come yesterday morning.
Oh.
And they couldn't get them running.
Oh, we'd have pushed them. Not too far. I mean, who came up from Swansea? Good. I'm glad yours run, because I'm not pushing that all the way from Wales. No way. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask you to put your hands together for Vectra B enthusiasts? Show your appreciation, and a big thank you from me for supporting the show. Thank you very much, guys. Wonderful to see you here. Hello, Elliot. How are you?
Yes, very good, thank you.
Now, the Astra touring car. Last time we were here, it was over at the Cherished Vehicle Insurance Services stand. Have you seen what they've got on their stand this year?
I haven't. No, I haven't seen that. No.
Oh, you've got to go and have a look. Oh, it looks like a huge American thing. It's like a Commodore or something like that. It's wonderful. But let's talk about the Astra touring car, because it's finished, I believe.
Pretty much, yeah. It's on the dyno tomorrow, but then hopefully it'll be ready to race at the end of June at Brands Hatch.
Are you going to race it?
Yep.
Wow,
yeah.
And it's a proper one, this?
It is. It's built. It's original car, number 15. It was built by 888 Race Engineering. The very short story is that it was used in 2005 and 2006 by Gavin Smith. And in 2006, its final race, where it got badly damaged, was Brands Hatch.
Right.
From there, it didn't do the final rounds. Gavin must have used a spare car. And then this car was stripped, and the shell went to Bicester Motorsport College, and it went on display outside there. And it stood there for about 13 years, and I'm local to there and passed it frequently. And then the college closed, and I made an inquiry about getting the car, managed to do a deal with the site manager, and then that was 5 years ago, and this has taken 5 years to rebuild it into what it was in 2005.
So in terms of rebuilding it, because of course it's a race car, so it needs race car parts. How do you go about sourcing those? Have you had to go to specialists, or have you gone back to AAA? What have you done?
Some of them have just come out of the woodwork with people that used to know people that know other people. Some of it is improvised. I've tried to do it as accurately as I can to the original car, but some of it is impossible to actually locate the parts. So I've done it in a sympathetical manner, and hopefully it will be reliable. And the idea is that it saved the car, and I can get into some historic racing events with it. It's pretty accurate, but you'd have to be very detailed to know that some of the bits weren't right.
That's madness, isn't it? You just can get into historic race events. It's amazing to think that this is now qualified for historic race events. It doesn't even feel that long ago. Do you know what I mean? Like Super Touring doesn't feel that long ago, and this was a generation after. Can you talk me through the specs, sort of like engine, etc., etc.?
The engine, originally we'd have had a Sedimo engine built in France. This is the same type of engine. So it's a Saab Vauxhall, sort of thing you'd find in a VX220, 2.2. It's a 2-litre version. So it's that type of engine. It has all the AAA intake side, all the carbon, the airbox, and those bits and pieces I managed to find. The gearbox is a 6-speed sequential dog box, a proper competition gearbox. It's a pretty simple car, really. Even in the day, it was quite a simple car. Not a great deal going on. Don't know what the power is yet until it goes on the dyno tomorrow.
Do you know the weight?
I don't know the weight. I haven't weighed it, but I would imagine it's probably about 1,100.
That's not a lot, is it? But then less weight, less to throw around, less to shrug off the speed. That's exactly what I want. I think it looks... Well, I think I'm right in saying, doesn't it look immaculate? It looks brand spanking new. You've obviously spent a tremendous amount of time on it.
Time and money, yeah, unfortunately. And I've had a few sort of criticisms about the OPC on the side and the Opel badges on the grille. This car is, Gavin Smith's car, is the only car that ever ran with the OPC. So he was an Irish driver. It was Mondello Park, Irish rounds, and then they obviously the country sells Opel cars. So this is the livery that I went with, and the livery is from the original files from AAA as well. So it's as accurate as it can possibly be.
Wow! I bet I'm assuming the supplier that you went to that when you gave them those files, they were like, okay, wow.
No, I don't have the files. He wouldn't let those go. So I need to go back to him if it gets knocked about. But I was chuffed a bit. I mean, little things like that. You either find the right person or it doesn't look right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's as simple as that.
No, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Now I'm just going to put my coffee down there, just for a second. Bev, come round here. Come round here, my dear, because we've got a 888 touring car, and now we've got a 888 Mark V. Now, back in the day, they did do a 888 in the Mark IV, which you can see one over there. But if memory serves me right, they never did a 888 Mark V straight out the factory, but 888 did do a special edition.
Yeah, Thirlby Motors did 100.
And this is one of the 100. Now, the Mark IV, which if you look behind you just over there, you know, very visible, blue, and it got that 2-litre turbo engine in there and so forth, petrol and so on and so forth. Quite a lovely looking thing. This is also a lovely looking thing, but if memory serves right, it's a diesel.
Correct.
So talk to me about this a little.
It's number 85 of 100, 1.9 CDTI, 150 standard, 200 brake on the sport button.
Wow. And that moves.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. My wife had a 1.9 CDTI, and that was a rocket ship, so I can only imagine what this is like. How long have you had this for?
11 years.
11 years?
11 years.
Wow. So what is it about it that's made you keep it for that long?
Just because it's something a bit special.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Now, have you had a look at this?
Not yet.
No, go and have a quick look. Go and have a look around now, because Elliot, I'm going to come to you. While Bev has a look around your car, we're going to have a look around Bev's car. All right. Okay. What do you think of this?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
That's the
individual.
right answer. But isn't it wonderful to see that they did do a road version of your touring car there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all to do with sales, I guess. But yeah, it's quite nice. It's got big brakes on it, individual wheels with 888 stuff, so individually numbered. Like they did the coupes before. They're quite special cars as well.
One just over there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, nice to have.
Yeah. What you need now is one of these as a daily to go with this.
Yeah.
Now, the big question is, hello, what do you think of this?
Beautiful.
Isn't it wicked?
Yeah, brilliant.
Just the details that Elliot has gone to on this is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. Now, I'm just going to do a quick time check. It is 11:54. I'm assuming you're going to join us, Bev, for our minute silence here for the for what happened over at Bicester. But as we've got a few minutes, how much fuel's in it?
How much fuel's in it? Why? Where do you want to go?
Oh.
If you brought a seat and some bolts.
I don't mind sitting on the scaffolding. I don't mind that. I reckon we could probably do a lap of the museum in less than 4 minutes. But no, would we be able to hear it?
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you like to hear it, ladies and gents? I don't think they do. Do you want to hear it? Yeah. Do you mind firing it up for us, Elliot?
Fine, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Hey, it's quite well behaved, isn't it? It's quite well behaved. Just let it warm up a little bit.
It won't be too noisy to go.
No, of course. You've got the there's noise limits on the on tracks and so forth, so it can't be too loud. Hang on, I need to come round to you. No one can hear you without this, you see. Let me come round to you. Go on, what did you say?
Yeah, so it needs to meet noise level for racing, and it also needs, because of the age of the car, it needs a catalyst on it as well. And that makes it reasonably quiet, really. You get a nice rattle from the gearbox, from the straight cut gearbox, which is quite good. It is quite quiet, yes. Yeah,
have you seen over there on Droop Snoop stand, there is a Chevette HSR that was also built. That sounded lovely coming off. Right, she warmed up. It's amazing how quickly she revs up, isn't it?
Yeah, there's not much flywheel on there.
No. Ladies and gents, can I please ask you to put your hands together for the touring car and Elliot there? Absolutely wonderful. Now, what we're going to do at midday, we're all going to go silent just for a minute. And this is to pay our respects to the really tragic event that happened over at Bicester Motion a few days ago. I'm sure plenty of you have heard what's happened over there, but very sadly there was quite a big fire in one of the old RAF hangars there. And sadly, a member of the public, 2 firefighters, lost their lives on Thursday night. And I thank each and every one of you for coming down to the arena and joining us for this. Okay, we'll take it from now. Okay, ladies and gents, give a round of applause. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for that. I did have a few people get in touch from Bicester Motion, and when they heard what we were doing, they said that was really quite moving, and they thanked us all for that. So from me and from everyone there, thank you very much for helping us do that. 55 years and 50 years of Manta and Manta B. I'm going to start with you all the way down here, because you were first in. You know, so it's only right. So come join. Tell us what we've got here.
This is a 1987 Opel Manta GTE.
So, 87, would that have been right at the very end of the... Weren't they discontinued about 88?
Yeah, they were. They stopped making them in July 88.
So this is almost one of the last.
It's one of the last before they went exclusive.
Yeah.
Which was the very last year of the Manta.
Yeah. Very lovely thing. How long have you had it?
20 years.
20? What is it about this then that's kept it in your garage for that long?
I just loved it so much, and it was rotten as a pear, and I did a full resto on it.
Of course.
And then I've just kept it ever since.
They're all rotten. It's fine.
Once you leave the factory that way.
Yeah, exactly. Lovely to see it. Thank you very much for bringing it to Vauxhall. Wonderful to see you. Hello.
Bits for 19 years.
It was in bits for 19 years. Hey, hang on. Are the VBOA heckling you here? Are they? Point them out. Which one?
Apparently we're friends. Apparently.
Oh, really? Oh, it's him. Hey.
You know him well.
I do know him well. I also... Do you know what he did this morning?
Many things.
Yeah, many things, right? So I was lined up here. This is honest truth. I will come to you in a second, sir. Sorry. Right, honest truth. I'm here taking a beautiful shot of a Chevette HSR coming off. Sounds beautiful. Absolutely perfect shot. The sun is just glinting off it. And then he turns up in an Astra van with faded decals down the side of it, parks in the middle of the shot and goes, hello. Brilliant. Absolutely marvellous. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're all part of the Vauxhall community, aren't we? We all have to be a bit mad. I suppose we all have to be a bit mad, don't we? To look after these old things. Tell us what we've got here.
This is a 1980 B1. I believe they're quite rare with the chrome bumpers, or did you say it was one of the later ones with the chrome bumpers? I don't know so much about it. I know my dad bought this in 1992, and he put it in his garage and never used it. And at that time, it was a one-owner car.
Okay.
And he recently got too old to do anything with it, wanted it out of his garage, so I took it on.
Brilliant. And are you going to look after it?
Yes, certainly am, yeah.
Good. Keep it in the family.
Yeah.
This is the theme this year, family. Obviously, very much a family car. How does it drive? I'm assuming that you've had to do a little bit of recommissioning work.
Not that much on the mechanics. It was pretty good. It was put away with low mileage on it, and it drives pretty well.
What mileage is it?
27,000.
Wow, that is low. Wonderful to see this. I dare say that this is just as good as some of the cars that are in the collection centre and the museum. Have you been inside there, by the way?
Yeah.
Have you been inside the collection centre?
No, not yet.
Okay, when you go up there are even more VauxHalls dotted about. There's more in there than you think. Go have a look. It's very, very good. Now then, is this one yours?
This one's mine.
Hey, I like the look of this. Tell us what we've got.
So it's an 86 Berlinetta 1.8. I've had it for about 7 years.
Yeah.
It's had a respray and welding, as they all have.
Of course. Yeah. Now, what year did you say this was?
86.
86. Forgive me, I'm guessing here. I'm guessing your birth year was after 86.
It was.
So why a Manta then?
It was a snap purchase. I was on mid-deployment leave from the Navy, come back, and just saw it advertised and went and bought it.
Can I ask, was you by chance sat at the pub?
I can't remember now.
Probably. Yes, he was. There it is. All great things happen down the pub. Hello, how are you?
Oh, very well, thank you very much.
Hey, you got some fancy seats in here. We've got the Czech Recaro seats in here. Before we get on to
Daytona Czech.
Daytona Czech,
Yeah.
sorry. Tell us what we've got.
It's a 1984 GTE.
Yeah.
It was a 2 litre, but now 2.2.
Okay.
Changed the engine, changed the colour. I bought it from Cyprus.
Really?
Silver, and resprayed it. New wheels, engine, interior.
Made it yours.
Made it mine, yeah.
Good man. Now, you're part of Manta Owners Club, right?
Yeah.
You've got your AGM here later, don't you?
Yes, so I believe.
I know. Right, so I'm giving you a task, okay? I know AGMs can go on for a little bit, especially when Lewis is involved. There's an important announcement coming up at about 3:15 this afternoon.
Okay.
So your job is when Lewis is waffling on, is say to him, Lewis, tick-tock, we've got to get back down.
Okay, no problem.
Right.
3:15.
3:15. And if you're late, I'm holding you to account. Right then, hello. Now then, I like yours for two reasons. One, the colour, and two, you've got a VauxALL sticker in there. Good man, that's what I like to see. Tell us about this.
1979 Cavalier, the full ground restoration.
Yeah.
Did all the work myself.
Wow.
So, saving that one from the scrapper.
Good, good. Well, this is the thing. They were sort of like family cars, weren't they? Or, you know, and the thing is, when you drive around in your daily, you don't think about looking after it on the sides as much,
No.
do you? You just get in it, use it every single day, as many of these were, and then when they come to the end of the serviceable life, we throw them away.
That's right, same as what my dad had.
Yeah.
Back in '86, he had that one.
Is it original colour?
It is original colour.
Lovely. Well, it looks absolutely glorious, especially in the sun. It looks beautiful. Top work to you. I've got a couple of Calibras in the garage that you could work on for me if you like. Right then, whose is this? Don't be shy. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Look, nobody can hear you until I put the microphone near you, okay? It's absolutely fine. Tell us what we've got here.
This is my 1987 Berlinetta Opel Manta. I've got a GT at home as well, so I have two.
That's okay.
And I've owned it 31 years.
What?
This one.
Why?
Yeah, well, it used to be my daily run. I used to drive from Bulldog to Kensington High Street every day.
Really?
Yeah, and it never broke down, and I think that's why I kept it. And it was nice to drive.
Yeah.
And this one's automatic, so which is nice in London.
Yeah.
So,
just put it in D.
Yeah.
Push the go button and then press the stop pedal and away you go.
I'll tell you, the Mantas are so nice to drive.
Yeah.
They're nice for ladies to drive,
There's a Monza over there, right? Which, you know, they're not too far away from each other.
Yeah.
Do you know how many miles it's done?
No.
If I was to say 200,000 miles...
Wow.
Well, it hasn't done 200,000 miles. It's actually done 440,000 miles. And he said the exact same thing that you did. Just really comfortable, really easy to drive.
Yeah, lovely. They're they are really comfortable. Yeah. And I'll never sell it.
Oh, no. No, can't do that.
No. A lot of memories.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely memories.
This is the thing with cars and the time that we spend with cars. They become time capsules for that period in our life. You know, like you'll go back and go, oh, I remember having one of those and we lived in this house and this is how old the kids were and da-da-da-da-da. And when you get in, they've still got the same smell, don't they? You get in there like, oh, there it is. Now then, where is she? Come on. You've had your workout. Come on. I know. Hasn't got power steering, does it?
No.
So we're turning around there.
Hasn't got good brakes. Well, not as good as my daily, I realised as I followed my husband here this morning.
Oh, okay. Did we have a moment on the anchors?
Yeah, just before I'd even left the road.
Brilliant. So, excellent. Very good. How far you come from?
About 2 miles.
2 miles. Brilliant. Okay.
Whereas I could have pushed it here.
Yes, and well, thankfully you don't need to push it back.
No.
Tell us what we've got.
It's a hatch with a 3 litre in. My husband does all the mechanics, so I can't really talk at length. We've got a coupe here as well. That's got the Rothmans sticker. Well, not stickers. He's painted them on. So for this show season, and I think last season, they match. This one goes through different paint jobs. Depends how he feels. The other one stays as the Rothmans.
Is that the one is that the 200? That one?
Yeah, is that a 200? Yes, he's nodding over there. Yeah. So that's over on the stand.
I like that. You go in there, love. You do all the talking. I'll stand and nod.
And I'll just look and see what he's.
No, but they do look good next to each other. They really, really do. Thank you very much for bringing it down. Lovely to see you again. Now, I'm going to come on to you, sir, last. I'm coming on to you last. I'm going to come on to you next because. Tell us what we've got.
Is that favouritism?
No. It's a plug for later. You'll say. Tell us what we've got here.
That's the 1.8S Berlinetta 1986.
VX.
Lovely.
So I've had it about 11 years. I bought it with my late father.
Yeah.
And basically I ran it as a rolling restoration.
Yeah.
I had Manta when I was in my 20s, back in the 80s, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And so about 11 years ago I was looking for a car to run, and when we found this one. And,
was it a bit of a trip down memory lane?
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah.
As you say, you get the old smells, and you know, when you sit in them, you don't seem to get with the modern cars.
No.
So, yes, yeah.
Hey, do you know that lovely new car smell that we get, that we all love? You know that lovely new car smell? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I found out the other day what it is. Do you know what it is? It's not the plastic, it's not the glues. It's the foam in the seats, okay? And that smell are all of the toxins coming out of the seats. It's actually poisonous. And that's the smell that we all love. We do love cars, don't we?
You can't beat it.
I know, you can't, can you? Right then, sir, come on. Now then, I need a word with you. Because what does it say on your boot lid?
Cavalier.
And this right now, what you're surrounded by?
One Cavalier and a couple of Opels.
Yeah, exactly. Mantas, that's right. So, tell us a little bit about this.
Well, it's a Cavalier Coupe.
Yeah.
2-litre GLS, 1978.
It's absolutely glorious. It really is. How long have you had it?
I'd like to say 40 years, but I'll say about 4 months.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've only just bought it yourself?
Recently.
Oh, fantastic. So what prompted the purchase?
That's a long story.
Oh, is it? Yeah. It wasn't like our man down there, was it, who was sat in the pub?
No, wasn't that. No.
That's all right then. But I'm really glad you brought this in, because I'm going to ask you to bring it back in after lunch, because after lunch at 2 o'clock, we're going to celebrate 50 years of Cavalier and Chevette. So,
okay,
how about that?
That's fine.
We'll see you again then. But this looks absolutely wonderful. I wish you many, many, many miles. Is this the first show that you've done in this?
No. I've done about 4 or 5 local shows.
Good man. Literally, what I can see now is my future. This is what it's going to be like in future. It's all like, what are you doing today, Tim? The guy? No. I'm getting the car out. We're going for a drive. When we're surrounded with electric cars, it'll just be me bumbling down the road in my old petrol. No, lovely to see, sir.
Thanks.
Wonderful to see you. Is it your first time at VauxALL?
I used to have a PA. The first time here, yes.
Yeah, first time coming to the show.
Before. I've been to VauxALL show.
How does this show compare to the others? Please be nice.
No comment.
I'll change your mind by 2 o'clock. Don't you worry. You'll have a good time, I promise. Thank you very much for bringing it in. Lovely to see all of these. And like I say, 50 years of Manta and 55 years of Manta 8. Let's start down here. Whose is this one? Come on. Don't be shy. Hello, how are you?
Hi, mate.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Can you believe 50 years of the Cavalier?
No.
It's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. Now, if you're over in Europe, you may recognise this as the Vectra, because that's how it was marketed over in Europe. But here we had the good old Cavalier. Tell us what we've got.
Cavalier GSI, 1990, two-wheel drive.
Red top?
Red top, yeah.
Yep. Slab wheels?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I mean, in the 90s, this was like the
Council Estate Ferrari.
Yeah, Council Estate hero, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Always getting stolen and that. Yeah.
But they're still popular.
Yeah.
Even now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So, what is it about Cavalier that drew you to it then?
Well, I did my apprenticeship at VauxALL, Dixon's, and I've just grown up doing these up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of these you had then?
3.
3.
Really.
Is this a keeper?
Yeah, definitely.
Good man. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good man. It looks beautiful. I love the fact that we've got the wipers on the front as well. You don't see that very often. It looks absolutely lovely. Right then, who's next? Come on. It's like picking straws, isn't it? You've got the short straw now. Tell us about this.
It's my 1600 LX. I've had it 5 years. It's shared ownership with my dad, who's hiding there.
Okay.
And yeah.
Hello, Dad.
It's got a little bit of fame to it. Barnsley Football Club brought it brand new.
Did they?
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah, we're not sure if Alan Clark had it as a company car. We don't know. He's hiding and we can't find out.
Fair enough.
So, but yeah, So it's
very good. So you've had it, what, about 6 odd years, and shared ownership between you and Dad. Whose idea was it to buy it? Yours or Dad's?
Mine.
Yours? How come?
I grew up with them. My dad had loads of them. I had one for my first car, and this is my third.
Wow, how about that? Now I'm going to come down to you, Dad. When he said, right, no, you thought you got away. Wrong. When he said, I'm going to buy a Cavalier, what's the word? Why?
Why, I don't know.
But you've gone halves with him, so it's good cars, isn't it?
Yes, very good car.
Yeah. Are they as good as you remember or not?
Yeah, it's going back a bit though.
That's all right. That's all right. Maybe the memory's faded. That's why it's a bit. But no, no, we won't be so rude. Lovely to see it.
Cheers.
Hope you have many, many more miles than that. Next up, come on, let's see you. How are you?
I'm very well. Yourself?
I'm good. I am good. Considering I've not had a coffee yet, I'm all right. I know. It's fine. I'll be up all night with my little, I'm sure. Tell us what we've got here.
So this is a 1986 CDI, Belgian car.
Okay.
Branded for Vauxhall, not Opel for Vauxhall.
Right.
CDI 1800, 5-speed, fully restored, front to back, top to bottom.
Wow. And it looks like it. It looks absolutely lovely. Have you had a look inside the museum or the collection centre yet?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah. I dare say that this is up there with, if not better than some of them that are in there.
When it's finished, it will be.
Yeah. What's left?
Interior.
It looks all right from here. Looks very comfy, I have to say. Looks absolutely lovely. Thank you very much for bringing that in. Now then, come on up. This is such a cool car. Isn't this a cool car?
Definitely.
I love the fact that we've got period bits in there as well. We've got the phone. Does it work?
Yes.
Does it? No way.
It's not powered up, but it's
Oh, look at this. That is brilliant. We want to get a SIM card in there, don't we? Like, hello? Yes. What can... A file of facts. Absolutely. Have you? What's inside the aluminium? Oh, you can't tell me. Never mind. So, tell us about this.
Well, this is a 1988 Vauxhall Cavalier Calibra. Not to be confused with the Calibra.
Yes.
And it's Ermsmere body kit fitted by Aston Martin Tickford.
Yes. Yeah.
In 1988.
Yeah.
And it was the highest spec Mark II Cavalier at the time. It's got trip computer.
Yeah.
All of our electric windows, power steering.
Was this sort of like the celebration of the end of this Mark Cavalier?
Yeah, you could say that. This and the LX, LXI were the two run-out end of production models. This being based on the SRI 130.
Because after this, we had, well, that at the end there, and my, when you see the difference between the two, you can really see how the styling is going from that 70s, 80s over to that 90s feel.
Yes, I mean, that's more the jelly mould that the Sierra did and didn't do successfully, which Vauxhall did successfully.
Yeah. I think that's what we forget, isn't it? There was actually quite a few successful cars for Vauxhall. We always tend to remember the things that didn't go right, and then you forget the things that did. Is there 500 of these that they made? Is it around there?
Yeah, there was 500 produced, and we believe there's only 5 left on the road.
Wow. Now, here's something for you that you may not remember. Coming up next, we've got Calibras coming in. They did do a Tickford Calibra. They did. Who knew that? A few of you. Okay, so they did do a Tickford Calibra. They wanted... Is there? Oh, no, you know. Get. Look, just look. He's wearing an IKEA bag for a hat. Yeah, it's true, I did employ you. Anyway, so they did do a Tickford Calibra, and Tickford wanted to turbocharge the Calibra, but Vauxhall said, no, we've got that coming. So it was pretty much just a styling exercise, and that was even rarer. They only did about 26 odd of those, and I think there's only about 4 or 5 left of those as well. Anyway, we digress. Hello, sir, come on up. How are you?
Not so bad, thank you.
Hey, tell us about this.
This is one of the last of the line 2-litre CDIs, which is one model down from the Calibra.
Yeah.
But it was the top model that you would just go into the showroom and purchase.
Yeah. You would have felt like something special in this, weren't you, back in the day?
You had to spend a lot of money to get something like this back in the day, yes.
Yeah. So what year did you say this was? 87?
88.
88.
Yeah, she's September 88, hence the F-Reg plate.
Yeah.
She's only done 187,500 miles.
Oh, barely running.
Yes. And it's my semi-daily driver. I'll use it to go to work. It's the only car I've got with a tow bar, so it causes a bit of consternation at the recycling tip when I turn up with a trailer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm glad you're putting it in the trailer rather than in the car. Wonderful to see that, and it is a good way of keeping the cars on the road, just to keep using them. Whose is this one? It's you. Come on. Hey, I tell you what, your hat is much better than his. I like your hat a lot better. Now, tell us about this.
Well, this is a 1979 GLS top-of-the-range Cavalier. It had... The first owner kept it for 39 years.
Wow.
I've had it for 5. And
so it's a one previous owner car?
There was a guy that had it in between the two of us, and he didn't keep it long. He just recommissioned it, got it back on the road, and then sold it to me.
Fantastic. And were you after one of these?
Yes, as a magazine thing about it there.
It took 43 years to get Vauxhall. Oh, 43 years you were after it, eh?
Well, I used to see these when I was an apprentice up in Coventry on a building site. There's a Vauxhall main dealer around the corner.
Yeah.
And there's still these posh new Cavaliers with the sports wheels coming out there.
Yeah.
And I always said, I fancy one of them. So, I've got this one.
After 43 years. Was it worth the wait, or was it a bit disappointing? You're amongst friends, you can be honest.
It's been alright. It's been a labour of love, really. I mean, it's like going to the body shop this week and, next week and be repaired. This new wing on there. Yeah. There's always something to do on them, really.
Well, it keeps you out of trouble, doesn't it?
Indeed, yeah.
Keeps all the money going out the bank as well. That's the other problem with them. Now then, hello, welcome back. Hey, I tell you what, you're in good company here now. Remind us, tell us what we've got here.
It's a 1978 Cavalier Coupe, 2-litre GXL.
It's a lovely, lovely thing. And you haven't had this very long, have you?
No, about 4 months.
Only about 4 months. Yeah. So, where did you find it?
It found me.
It found you?
Yeah.
How did it find you? It doesn't drive itself, does it?
No, I was after a Manta A. I missed out on 3 of them. And then the third one that sold, the chap took this in part exchange and offered it me.
Okay.
So that's how I got about it.
Now, are you a bit disappointed or are you glad that you've got this?
No, I'm very pleased with it.
Good. And you've been to many, many shows in it already.
I have.
And now you're here with all of us lovely people. Have you been to VauxALL before now?
Not this one, no.
Okay, so this is the 3rd year of doing it. I'm hoping you're having a good time.
Very good.
Good, that's the right answer. Who gave him some money to say that? Good man. Me, yes, I know, I'll settle up with you later. Now then, we move from this gorgeous Cavalier Coupe to this. Where are you? Hello, right. Come on. Now, a lot of people, we're going to start with the wheels and then we'll talk about the rest of the car. Who recognises the wheels on this, what they're off? Someone shout. Someone. Lotus Carlton, correct, but they're not, because didn't you buy a set of Lotus Carlton wheels and then they didn't fit?
Correct. So these are custom made for the car.
Did you hear that? He's had custom made Lotus Carlton wheels made for his car. That is dedication, isn't it? And they're sided as well, so that they spin the right way. But that is just one element of this car. Talk me through the rest of it.
It's a 1994 car, so it's a Polar Sea Blue. They only did it for 1 year, but basically, so everything's been done to the car. So you can look at the front bumper. That's made out of 3 front bumpers, extended outwards, downwards, go around the intercooler. Where'd you go?
Engine
C20 LEDs. It's 320 brake.
Lovely.
So it's quick enough. Yes.
Interior,
retrimmed leather dashboard, Recaro seats, retrimmed. Well, less goes on.
It's just amazing, this thing. You've got to get close and have a look at this because it's just immaculate. I dare say that this is better than when it came out the factory.
Quite possibly, yes. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, every time I see it, I stop and I have a moment where I'm just sort of, and there's not many cars that do make me stop and do that, so well done to you. It's absolutely fantastic, that. Moving on to this one back over here. Hello. Now then, I constantly see this one pop up online. Last year, was it last year that you've swapped over the engine?
No, it's
was it year before?
It was 2 years ago.
So it's been a bit of an ongoing project, this.
Yeah.
What have we done so far?
It started life as a 2-litre 8-valve automatic. With my right foot, the gearbox didn't last.
I'm not surprised. No offence.
So pulled that out, put an F16 in it. That didn't like it. So I bought a Corsa B for £300 with the red top in it.
Yeah.
and he's just like, yeah, put it in.
Yeah. And how's it been since?
Fine.
There we go. So we've got a car that you've not broken yet.
No, my Zafira is still a new 6,000 bits, but, you know.
No, it's wonderful to see, and I like to see cars that evolve over time, so lovely to see that. Thank you very much for bringing it down. It's wonderful to see. And it's interesting that cabs would have had, and Calibras and many others would have had those red top ends, and many of these, along with Calibras, were bought for their engines, and then they took those red top engines out and put them in Corsas and Novas and so forth. You've done it the other way around. It could very well have started in a Cavalier and now it's found its way back in. It did? Yeah, about that then. It's back in. It's a
three-wheel Corsa B when I bought it.
a three-wheel Corsa B. That's not what you want. No, not at all. Hello, how are you? What have we got here?
This is a 1980 Cavalier Sports Hatch GL 1600.
Ooh, so she's celebrating her 45th birthday.
That's right, yeah.
How long have you had her?
About 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Phase one of getting her back on the road was taking all the rust scabs off the surface.
Yeah.
Brought her here in 2023, the cold one.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I decided 2024 was the time that she really needed a floor and a bulkhead and all the other things that had rotted. So spent some time doing that, and this is the first year. She looked relatively respectable and get some miles on her now.
So we had, this is the third Vauxhall that we've done. You were here for the first year. What was the first year like, apart from being really cold?
It was really good, really good. Really good atmosphere. Everyone gets involved, friendly. Yeah, it's just great.
And now you've come back 2 years later. Mm-hmm. Is it better, worse?
I think it's better.
Yeah.
And I've got to remember to take my pilgrimage to see YKT 645V in there.
Yes.
The maroon Cavalier.
Absolutely. And have you been inside the collection centre yet?
Yeah. I love around.
There's even more Vauxhalls in there, so lovely to see this. Hello. This is, I tell you what, this looks period, this does. What year is this?
It's a 1978 2-litre GL.
It's just got that 70s colour to it. It looks great.
It was back in the time when everything was brown.
Yes.
Brown clothes, brown furniture, brown cars.
I was going to say, we've got brown car. We've got a lot of beige interior and a brown interior. It really is. We've just stepped into the 70s here, haven't we? So tell me a little bit about this.
Well, I bought it new.
No, really?
Yeah.
So why have you held on to it that long? Or have you sold it and bought it back?
Well, it sort of languished in the garage for 8 years, and then I had a garage conversion into. They took top off the garage and built above it for me.
Right.
I decided I had to move it, and it started after 8 years quite easily. Good. So I thought, well, I've got it out. I've got to do something with it now. Yeah. So I've done a bit of work on it, not much, but it's practically original. I have put a 5-speed jet track gearbox in it to make it nicer on the motorway. And an uprated cooling system with an electric fan, but apart from that, it's standard and original.
That's fantastic. So it's not really been restored or anything like that?
The usual swan neck problem, but just on one side. But when I bought it, I drove it straight out to a pre-booked bay where they do complete rust proofing.
Yes, yeah.
And the guy went absolutely mad. He drilled holes in it all over and sprayed it all, and under the bonnet was just covered in it. Yeah. So it protected it really well.
It was worth it.
Absolutely, and it was a Belgian-built one as well, which does make, sadly, it does make a difference.
Yeah.
Because I believe all the Mark 1s here, I believe, are Belgian-built ones.
Wow. There you go. Well, that is amazing to see. Well, I know you guys at the back there can't quite see this, but hopefully you're over on the Cavalier Chevette stand, aren't you? Please do go and have a look at this. That is absolutely wonderful. I love stories like that. Right then, next up, we're keeping in the 70s. I like this. This is cool. Tell us what we got.
This is the Sports Hatch. It's the 2-litre. Original. There is no rot or welding underneath.
Okay.
Swan necks are perfect. And I've owned the car about 4 years nearly now.
Were you after one?
Not originally.
Okay. What were we after?
I was after the 4-door saloon.
Okay.
And that's because of my dad.
Right, so you're to blame for this, that's fine. Have you got children yourself?
I have, yes.
You have, good. So we know what they're going to be driving in future. That's good. So tell us a little bit more about this.
It's done 78,000 miles. Mm-hmm. This is my weekend car, if you like.
Yeah.
And the 4-door saloon next to it is my daily.
No way, really?
That is my daily. I brought that about 18 months ago.
I mean, it looks too good to daily.
It is. It's only got 38,000 miles on the clock. And it was believed that the original owner was John Inman, the actor from the BBC show in the 1970s, Open All Hours.
Wow. Don't you feel a bit bad daily in it?
No, because it's fun to drive.
Yeah. But seeing those little miles, mind saying that is the best way to keep them on the road, is to use them on the road.
They're to be driven.
Absolutely. I like the touch with the balloons as well. 50 years of the lovely Cavalier. So, come on then, come back. Come on, we'll come talk to you again. Hello again, fancy seeing you here. So tell me about the daily.
What can I say? It's a 1.9, 38,000 miles on the clock. Mm-hmm. It is my daily car. It puts a smile on everybody's face whenever they see it walk past. And I have to say, I work at a local Fiat dealership, and it's outside all the time. And the salesmen get fed up of people asking about it.
Hey, they should be paying you. That's free publicity, that is. That's bringing them in. That's wonderful to see. And then finally, last but by no means least, who's our... Hello, come on over. Tell us what we've got here.
1977 Mark I Cavalier. It's one of those that was left on someone's drive for about 10 years, rotting away. So it's in a terrible state when I first got it, and it's taken a lot of time. And if my wife is watching this, hardly any money at all. A lot of metal has gone into it. It's not very original anymore.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's still here. That's the thing. It could have been lost.
Yeah.
And you don't see many. I know we've got plenty of them here now, but away from here, you don't see them.
I think one of the rare ones is going to be a Luton-made one.
Yeah. And is this?
Belgium.
See, they're all Belgium, aren't they? They're all Belgium. But so how long have you had it, did you say? 4.5 years?
About 6 years
6
now.
years. Were you after one?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah? Why?
I learnt to drive in the metro. And then after I passed my test, my dad let me have a go in his Mark I Cavalier, which he'd had since 1 year old.
And that was it then?
Yeah, it just immense bonnet in front of me. I felt like king of the road.
Yeah.
And then when I got my first car, when I was 19, I got a white one. Had that for 5 years, loved that. Then it had an engine fire, which trashed it.
Yeah.
And then once the mortgage was paid, managed to get another one.
Yeah.
With my wife's blessing.
And when you got back in, did you feel 19 again?
Yes. I get out, I feel like 56.
Yeah, but don't worry about that. Don't worry. It's what it feels like when you're in there. And that's what I was saying at the start of the show. They really do become time capsules, don't they, cars, to spend the time we spend with them.
I much prefer to drive this than a modern car.
Yeah.
I get so much more enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm able to drive it a lot with work as well. Yeah. So it does about 4,000 miles a year, which is quite a bit. Keeps it going.
Yeah, exactly. You have to keep things moving around. They don't like sitting. They don't like sitting at all. They get all stiff, a bit like us when we get a bit older.
I do find that the longer it doesn't get used, then it will start to have problems. So I try and get it out every single week.
Yeah. Well, take a leaf out of this man's book. Take it out every single day. Just go and park it at the front of a car dealer and just start charging them money for free advertising. That's all you need to do.
Well, I've done about 1,800 miles this year, so far it's not bad.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully we'll see her again here next year. You coming back to VauxALL?
Yes, I was here last year.
Yeah. It was a bit warmer last year. Were you here the first year?
No, not the first year.
Okay, so the first year, we did it this weekend, the first year. You know, like we're all stood around here in shorts and t-shirts and enjoying the sun. Honestly, we were like 6 or 7 layers deep. It was Baltic. It was so cold. Everyone was shivering. It was so cold.
I heard it was warmer in the Arctic.
Yes, it was, slightly, ever so slightly. People scraping the inside of the front of the windscreens when they were leaving.
I was also quite chuffed with it that I had a photograph taken of the car as I was coming in last year. I was using the promotional information for this year on the Facebook.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that would have been, Alex is doing it this year, our pro photographer, but that would have been Adam who did that. So if your car isn't featured this year, his name's Alex. Go and find him. Wonderful to see you, sir. Thank you very much for bringing that down, and thank you to all of our owners and drivers who've bought these wonderful Cavaliers. Isn't it great to see Cavaliers? You just don't see them. Once upon a time, these would have been all over the place, wouldn't they? You know, we get used to seeing Insignias and all the rest of it. A few years ago, it would have been, these, and now, well, you just don't see them anymore, do you? Moving on to Calibras. Now, complete honesty here, I really do like the Calibra. I own 4 of them, which is not a healthy thing to do. But anyway, let's talk about these wonderful ones rather than my likeness of Calibra. Where have they gone? Where's the owners of Brian gone? Where? No. You can come and join. You can do the long walk round and come over here. You're not standing out there in that yellow jacket with a yellow car. Absolutely not. I'm not joking. Get you. I will keep everyone waiting. No, I won't. Right, come on over. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh dear. Oh, Fenella, you are in trouble if he's giving you an escort in. Dear, oh dear. Hey, I tell you what, Rich, I'm going to get you one of them jackets. Forget the high vis.
Yeah, but you've got to hold out for shot now.
Have I? Righto. That's fine, I don't mind. Brian, hello. So, tell us about Bri.
Brian is a 1994 SE2 red top.
Mm-hmm. Come on, don't be shy. There's lots of people here that you can ignore. So tell us about Bri.
So I've had Brian just over a year now. He belonged to my husband for about 7 years. He wanted to sell him. I couldn't bear to part with him, so I bought him for a good price.
Why couldn't you bear to part with him?
He's just a lovely car to drive.
Yeah?
And he's a head turner.
Oh, yes, he absolutely is. Because, I mean, you're not going to miss it, are you? No. So it's been yours for a year. I like the way you dodged that bullet. That was quite good, that. No, it's not my car, although I've owned it for 7 years. It's not my car. But you now own it.
Yes.
Red top engine, very, very popular to be ripped out of these, which is why you hardly see any of them left. But difficult colour to keep in that shade. They do like to bleach.
They do, very much so.
But you take this out and about quite a lot.
Yeah.
Good, excellent. Well, you keep Bri on the road because it always brings a smile to my face, that does. Now then, whose is this one?
It's Neil's.
It's Neil's?
Yeah, but I'm here.
So are you going
talk to me, yeah.
I will talk to you. Right, okay.
Afraid so.
I like that. It's Neil's, but you talk to me.
I'm his agent.
You're his agent, that's very good. See, my wife does something similar, but usually when I'm talking to someone about buying a car, and she will give me that phone, he's not buying it. Bang, phone. So talk to me about this.
So this is a 95 4x4 turbo, C20 engine.
Yep.
Neil's owned it for 20 years.
20 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Bought off a workmate.
Yeah.
At a very good price.
And it was off the road for a few years because we couldn't find any parts, and then we met these fantastic guys in Club Calibra and got it back on the road 18 months ago.
Yeah.
And it's a particularly unusual shade of green, which is problematic when trying to find body parts. So we've had a lot of spraying done in our backyard.
Well, you can't tell. It looks absolutely spot on, this does, and it is the ever popular turbo. Whenever I go out in one of mine, so I've got turbo, 16 valve, 8 valve and V6. I know, ridiculous. But whenever I go out in any of them other than a turbo, it's always, is it a turbo? Is it a turbo? It's always, is it a turbo? And this one, the phase 2, because it's got the later wheels on there.
Yeah.
With that V-grill. Lovely, lovely to see this. Really lovely to see this. Now then, hello, how are you?
Yeah, good mate, you?
This looks immaculate.
She's not bad.
Not bad, she's immaculate. I'm going to guess Ecotech.
It is indeed.
So tell me a bit about it.
April 97 car. Been in the family just coming up to a year. Tried to find a previous one I had 25 years ago. Couldn't get that one back. So the wife found me this.
Okay. Are you happy with it?
Well, she can't blame me for being out playing with it because she found it.
Exactly. But are you happy with it?
Puts a smile on my face every time I turn the key.
Good. Now, the one that you had 25 years ago, what was that?
Exactly the same. Completely modified to within an inch of its life, though.
Okay.
But you do that in your 20s.
Of course you do. And these were very popular to modify, and I thought they wore their modifications quite well. I'm going to talk about the modifications on this one in a bit, but first, let's talk about this one. Come. Now, is this, I'm trying to guess here, SE7?
SE7, that's correct.
See, aren't I just a geek? Tell us about this.
Yeah, so SE7, 489 made, 13 left, taxed. So yeah, we've had him 7 years now. Refurb the wheels.
I've got to say the wheels are looking good.
Apart from that, pretty original. Yeah.
And this one, the SE7, came in this lovely purple colour. We got the cream leather, and these were an Ecotech.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely to see this. I did altogether 9 SE editions, and then there was the DTM and LE and lots of different versions. What Vauxhall never did out of the factory was this. So, who's driving this? You, come here. Come here. Right. Do you want to explain this?
It was built by started with a coach builder in Luton as a personal vehicle for himself. Never completed it. Had something to do with the business going under or something. Dad bought it, God knows how many years ago. Finished it off, structured it, finished it, put a new interior in because it had a horrible pimp thing in it.
Yep.
He then parted with it when he had to get rid of some cars many years ago again. Sold it to a guy in Christchurch and brought it back about 4 years ago.
Fantastic. What's it like driving a Calibra convertible?
Gold. In the morning, yeah.
Because I've never driven a Calibra convertible, John. Just putting it out there, yeah. Just letting you know, yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, yeah. Yeah, he's nodding. Right then, whose is this? Come on. Is this? You've got Vauxhall sticker too. Good man. Well done to you. By the way, people asking about Vauxhall stickers, Blum decals. They're all over there, ready for you to buy. But this, let's talk about this. Is this an SE?
SE8.
SE8, because they did this, I think it was the SE4, that was very, very, very similar. So Ecotech, cream leather interior, nice spec.
Yeah, it doesn't have cream leather as factory, but I put that in, body kitted, bought it for 40 quid.
You bought this for 40 quid?
Yeah.
The entire car?
The entire car.
Me and you need to go to the pub because I need some tips. How on earth did you find it for 40 quid?
The same person who sold that purple turbo you have.
Oh, is it? Right, I'll have a word with him. Just want to say that I didn't pay 40 quid for my purple turbo, but I will find him later. I most certainly will. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Now, this one, people might look at it and heard it come in and thought, oh, it sounds a little bit rougher than the rest, but this is the thing with this. It's on a J plate, which means it's a very early one.
It is, yeah. I got it 7 months ago, and I've only just had it on road for 2 weeks.
Oh, so first show?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Why did you go for one?
I've got another one as well.
We all have, but why did you go for this one?
I like the red.
You like the red? Good, good. Well, hopefully one day it'll be red rather than pink.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say that because I have 2 red ones and they're both pink. But what's the plan with it?
Full re. Yeah.
Are we going to go back
standard?
standard?
Done and stuff. Yeah, standard.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think it's pretty much standard as it is, I think.
We need to get the right wheels. We need to get you some right wheels on there. Lovely to see that. I expect to see that fully finished for next year. We'll hold you to it. Right then. Come on then, John. Let's talk. Is it an SE5?
It is SE5.
It is an SE5. So, Vauxhall did lots and lots and lots of different special editions. All of them, they were very imaginative with their naming. SE, then they did SE2, SE3, SE4, SE5. You can see the pattern here, can't you? This is an SE5, and it's quite interesting because I also did an LE turbo, which was the run-out model. And when you put them next to each other, they're very, very, very similar. But one key difference, the LE had got a 4-wheel drive turbo, much like our man over here. The SE5 was an 8-valve.
8-valve. SE8, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this.
I've had her about 4 years now. She's one of 4 I own, similar to you. Mug for them. Very, very clean car. The wheels were put on additional before me getting it. But she's lovely to drive. She's just clicked 89,000 coming here today.
Nice.
So very good, low mileage.
And running well.
Running very well.
Excellent. That's what we like to see. The other interesting thing that, well, you won't be able to see from over there, but I will get Nathan here to show you. So Calibra had the title of being the most aerodynamic production car, but yours is a turbo, right? Good. Right. Okay. So with turbo V6 and all the 16 valves, this top vent is open. You can put your fingers right in there, and you can get a lot more air into the engine. The 8-valve is different. It's actually blocked off, although you've got the wrong grill on here and opened it. But it's usually blocked off there. And what that effectively did was pushed all the air over the top of the car, and it gave it that ultra low drag coefficient. Without that blocked off, the drag coefficient went down got worse and was pretty much the same as the Cavalier, which it shared a lot of parts with. There you are, there's some geeky information for you. Anyway, let's talk about something far more interesting, your turbo. Hello.
Hello.
Tell us about this.
So it's an October 1994 car, so I think probably one of the first facelifts.
Yeah.
Had it 10 years, 90,000 miles, complete standard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great car, love it.
I bet when you go out, you get a lot of attention.
Always. Yeah. Always. Never seen one of those before, or I haven't seen one for a long time.
Yeah. You always hear that. I haven't seen one of those in years. Yeah. So, you've had it 10 years.
Yeah.
Why have we kept it that long?
I had a couple of Vauxhalls since I first started to drive.
Yep.
4 Cavaliers, a couple of Calibras, and then a friend had this traded in.
Oh, really?
And, about 10 years ago, I wasn't planning on getting it. Of course, nostalgic, always loved them.
Yeah. So you're going to sell it anytime soon?
No.
Good
No,
man.
definitely not.
Good man.
My son wants it.
You want it. Do you like it? Hang on, I'm going to come round to you, young man. He's going, oh, don't talk to me. What's your favourite thing about this car?
The sound.
The sound? What, when it goes on boost?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound good. They do have a lovely sound to me. It's quite subtle as well. It's just sort of builds and then just lets go a little bit. Did you know they took the turbo rallying? Stig Blomqvist drove a turbo. Yeah, he did. They only ever did one round in it though, because the turbo was mounted right at the front of the engine up in the manifold and basically cooked itself. He told Vauxhall it was the wrong place for the turbo, but there you are. That's me geeking out about C20 LEDs and Calibra turbos. Ladies and gentlemen, big thank you. Just checking the time. It's 2:45. So coming up next, we keep to sort of like this performance kind of theme, and you can see just behind us over there is a Lotus Carlton. Can you believe 35 years?
It's shocking. Yeah,
It really
absolutely
is.
shocking. Yeah,
It really is.
Yeah, to think that I was interested in this car back in 1990.
Yeah.
But I actually purchased it in 2007, so 18 years I've owned it.
Yeah.
But even now, 35 years on, it's still a car that I can't replace. There's nothing out there that I'd rather replace it with.
Yeah, because these were a bit controversial when they first came out. Basically, the police had got sort of the equivalent, and I've just read. Do you know what I've done? I've started talking to you. I've not pushed the special button over here. Look at this. Terrible. There we go. It's fine because I've got Nathan filming. There we are. That's filming now. The police basically had Carltons, but they had GSIs, 3,000 GSIs, and then VauxALL and Lotus came out with this, and they just looked and was like, how on earth are we going to keep up with that then?
Yeah, but that was the thing. I think the combination of the two forces, General Motors, Vauxhall, and obviously then Lotus Carlton, just produced an absolute weapon.
Yeah.
That the police obviously weren't happy about.
No, absolutely. And it was debated in Parliament. They said, what if someone steals one? We'll never catch them. And then, of course, you can't talk about Lotus Carlton without talking about 40RA.
Yeah.
And the fact one did get nicked, and they did outrun the cops.
Yes, that's correct. So the original 40RA was used to basically outrun the police.
Yeah.
There was just nothing that could keep up with it.
No. I mean, last year, I know quite a few of you were here last year, but last year we had Brian Osborne, who was the copper who chased the original 40RA. So we had his side of the story, and we also had Richard Austin, who was the owner of 40RA back in the day, and now he's finally bought himself under the Lotus Carlton and put that iconic plate back on the car. And Brian actually said, they were just so dangerous in that car. A lot of the time he said, do you know what, it's not worth trying to chase them.
No, that was the problem. I think the power of the car was just too much for the police to obviously keep up.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal.
Now, back early 90s, one of the favourite ways of criminals, if you like, making a bit of cash the wrong way was ram raids. Yeah. And one of the... Did you hear about the one ram raid that... We will come back onto Lotus Carlton, but did you hear about this one ram raid that they did? Right, to give you an idea of how blatant they were, to give you an idea of how quick this was back in the day. If you are the front door to the off licence that they ram raided, this is how far away the police station was, okay? And I'm not joking. You can have a look at this on Google Maps if you don't believe me. The front door to the police station was here, and they ram raided an off licence that far away in a Lotus Carlton. And even when they ran out to go and carry it, it was gone, absolutely gone. But Lotus Carlton, formidable power, like back in the 90s, still a quick car today.
It is. That's that's why I can't get my head around that even now in 2025 the car is still fast.
Yeah.
And yet, if I feel it's fast now, it was obviously a monster back in 1990.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I suppose, the nearest you could probably get to it in modern day equivalents, because, you know, early 90s, the performance of this was comparable to the Ferraris, you know, the supercars of the day. It was quicker than some Ferraris out there. The only thing that you could really compare it to today in terms of its pace is one of those really high-spec, ultra, you know, high-power Tesla electric vehicles that can do 0 to 60 in like 2 point something seconds. But that's, you know, it's that kind of rapid. And it was, you know, Richard, you know, had a very good business, bought himself one. He had a Porsche before and then bought this. It just makes you think just how quick it was.
It is. I mean, as I said, the technology behind that, how Lotus re-engineered this to be a formidable car, to even today, it may not have the 0 to 60 of a Tesla. I think what people don't realise is that once you're in second and third gear, you're exceeding 120 so easily.
Yeah. And I've been lucky enough to drive one of these, and when you are in second and third, you know the phrase pulls like a train? It is like that, because it just pulls and still keeps, when you're just like, where is this wave of power control? It's just this lovely sort of torquey, beautifully smooth curve. So really lovely to see this. Now, you've had this 18 years. The values of these recently have skyrocketed. So I'm guessing you got into the market at the right time.
I did. So yes, I bought it at a very, very low cost.
Yeah.
The reason being is that the original owner needed the money for a divorce.
Oh.
So it was right place, right time.
Yeah.
As long as I could raise the cash, so I was getting cash from my family, debit card, credit card. Just to get the car.
Yeah, just get the car home, and then sort everything else after. No, wonderful to see. Now, you've had it 18 years. Yeah. What have those 18 years with the car been like?
They've been good. Even now it's been restored from like 2018 onwards.
Yeah.
The joy of ownership has been great. I've had no major issues with the car at all. There's no breakdowns.
You are tempting fate here, you know that. You're staring Lady Fate bang in the eye here, saying, I've had no major breakdowns.
No, not yet.
No,
not yet.
Exactly.
But no, it has been ultra reliable.
Yeah. And you're part of Auto Barnstormers over there. I think you've got some lovely cars over there. Yeah. There's a Monza over there that's done. Is it yours? The one that's done 440,000 miles. Whose is that one? I don't know where he's gone to, but what a car! That's just sort of like those big bulky 80s cars.
Yeah, they're again excellent cars. You can't knock them.
No, absolutely. Well, this was probably one of the most iconic high-performance family cars of the 90s. But Vauxhall didn't stop here. In the 2000s, they brought out VXR.
Yeah.
And there were some real mental family cars there. We had the Zafira VXR, the Vectra, which you could get in the estate VXR, of course, Astra VXR, little Mariva VXR. Do you remember the Mariva VXR?
I do, yes, yeah.
Lovely little thing.
Yeah.
So we've got some of those over there. Now, they're going to come into the ring in the next 5 odd minutes. So I'm going to invite you to head back with the lovely Lotus Carlton back over to Auto Barnstormers. I just want to say thank you from me to you for bringing it in and bringing it to the show. I'm pretty sure it's the only one here today.
It is. I thought there could be more, but
Well, you've got a big celebration for Lotus Carlton later this year, don't you?
Yeah, in August we're going up to the Lotus factory to see the ex-engineers, go on the racetrack, have a good day out, meet all the other owners as well.
There's only one problem. I haven't been invited yet. Where's my invite?
I'll give you a lift.
That'll do.
Yeah.
That'll do. That's on camera. Right, I'm getting in yours. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, can you put together, hands together for our Lotus Carlton. Lovely to see it. So, let's start with, I mean, all of them are VXRs. They're all performance, Vauxhalls. And it makes you realise, sort of like mid-2000s, somebody at Vauxhall was having a party, weren't they? They were going, right, let's go mad, shall we? Let's make a performance version of everything, and we'll start with this. It's the little baby VXR. These are so good.
It's the mother of all the VXRs.
I know, and do you know what? I am reliably informed. Someone I'm sure will tell me I'm wrong, but this is the rarest of all the VXRs.
Yeah, so I think they made about 260 for the UK.
Yeah.
I believe there's about less than 90 left on the roads. Yeah, so...
But they're a cool little thing, aren't they? Lovely little 1.6 turbo in there. You know, it's a bit taller. It's got that little stocky body kit. It's almost like, a bit like a little Staffy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a bigger Corsa C, innit?
Yeah, it is. It is. So how long have you had it for?
Just over 2 years.
Yeah, and were you after one?
Not really, no. Just come on the market.
Yeah.
It's done less than 40,000 miles from new.
Yeah.
That's what attracted me to it, really. So I've had VXRs in the past, so I'll probably try with an Astra next.
Yeah.
And then maybe a Zafira if I can get one.
Is that going to be a H or a J?
I'd say the H version, to be fair. J's okay, but the H thing's a bit better, to be
Well, you're a brave man saying that with all of them round here. So you've been to the show before, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Love it.
Good, that's the right answer. Come see me later, I'll pay you. Right then, let's move on to the... Hello, how are you?
Not bad, yourself?
I'm all good, I'm all good. So if we've got the baby VXR over here, it's not quite the daddy. The daddy's the Saf, but it's not far off.
No,
the big boot.
Mummy's car.
Oh, you said it, not me. You are brave saying that. I've learned to not say a thing. So, Daddy's car then, is it?
Yeah, Daddy's car.
Okay, tell me about this.
3.2, pretty standard, except for a straight through the divorced. But yeah, love it.
Why did you go for this?
I had a GSI before and just wanted the upgrade. When I bought it 10 years ago, it had done less than 3,000 miles. Now, unfortunately, done about 135,000.
Yeah, but that's
so
okay.
It's a daily.
Exactly, but that's the way to keep them going. You know, use them.
Use them, abuse them.
You said abuse them, not me, not me. Hello, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
I'm marvellous. Now, you're Team Arden. Tell us about Team Arden.
So it's basically, we were established in 2017. We're just one big, massive family, how, you know, some car clubs are. We stay in the hotels before shows, which is just great crack, you know, food, beers, great.
Yeah, very good. I have to say, I came over and saw you guys earlier. We had a right little giggle, didn't we?
Yeah, it was nice, it was good.
So, I'm guessing, first criteria, you need an Arden Blue. Are you strict?
We're not really strict, no. As long as it's a VauxALL, Arden Blue, that's it. It could be stock, modified, a banger. It could have had like 10, 20 grand spent on it. We don't care.
Tell us about yours very quick then.
So it's a 1.6 turbo, Corsa VXR. Obviously, Arden Blue, the best colour. I just thought I'd put that in there.
You can tell it's got that time in the afternoon, can't you? They're all throwing punches now.
100%. And 189 brake from stock. I feel the Corsa VXRs, they do get a little bit of stick. But I think unless you've owned one and you've been in one and you've driven one, you actually underestimate how fun they actually are.
Okay. Well, I said earlier, I really like the little, our little Mariva over there. I like these too. Right then, hello. Come on over. Tell us what we've got here.
We've got a Vauxhall.
It is a Vauxhall, yes.
I know. I'm trying to remember. It's not mine.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, that's okay. Does the owner know that you've stolen it? Borrowed it.
She does. She does. I have to drive it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for stuff like this.
Oh, but isn't it a lovely place to be?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Really good.
What's your impression of it?
I love it.
Do you?
Really do.
Why don't you buy it off her?
No.
No?
No.
Because then you can just enjoy driving it and she can pay for all the bills.
Yeah.
I like your work. I need to learn some tricks off you. Looks lovely. Thank you very much for bringing it in. Now then, I was about to walk around there, but I don't need to. Come here. Come on. Come here. Right. So this man, okay. Right. Who has driven more than 100 miles to be here? Show of hands. Who's driven more than 200 miles to be here? Who's driven more than 500 miles to be here? Where have you come from?
Netherlands.
When did you leave your home?
Friday morning, just before 5.
Friday morning, just before 5 a.m, and you've come here in your Nürburgring, and it's all stripped out and everything in there, isn't it? Do you take this on track?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is basically your track toy that you've driven all the way from the Netherlands for my little show.
Yeah. Uncomfortable.
Ladies and gents, put your hands together for this man. That is fantastic. That is dedication. Well done to you. Let's quickly talk about the car and then we'll talk more about you. What have we got?
Astra Nürburgring edition. slightly modified. Stripped, cage, bucket seats, about 350 horses. Good on track.
Good on track.
Yeah.
So the Nürburgring, you might know this, might know. When Vauxhall got the front-wheel drive hatch record, it took them about 2 or 3 years to bring out the Nürburgring Special Edition, and it got lighter wheels on it, which is irrelevant because you've changed them. Or have you? I'm just looking. No, you have changed them.
I still have my originals.
Good. But they only did a couple of bits on there. It wasn't sort of like, they did the Corsa Nürburgring edition, and that was really sort of quite different. But this one wasn't actually that different. But now let's talk about you. So you are part of Lottie's club, is that right?
Yes.
What on earth did you do to end up there?
No idea. She invited me for a show and I stuck around.
So you invited our lovely man Chris here to come all the way from the Netherlands. Matt, sorry. And then, I don't know what's more insane, you asking him or you saying yes?
Both, actually.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. This is the second year you've driven all the way here. Yeah. Is it worth it?
Yes, still worth it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know, I feel a weight on my shoulders. Every time I think about organising the show and what I can do, I'm like, he's coming all the way from the Netherlands. I have to make it worth it. How can I do it? Hopefully it was.
It was. And we have to make it worth it for you too, so we got you a little gift.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. I'm worried now. Because the last time this happened, it was a bit phallic.
Waffles?
Yes, this is excellent. Stroop waffles, that's it. I am a happy man. These are proper ones as well, aren't they? Thank you very much. Oh no. What's something else? What?
You'll probably recognize the box.
What? Oh no! Oh no. Hang on. Oh, you sods. You absolute sods. So, right. Oh, you're going to make me cry now. So, a little story for you. That's so kind. Thank you. Thank you both very, very much. Last year in December, like all of this kit and gear that you see that I bring around, I moved into a storage unit on Tuesday, and I was very, very proud of myself. Like, did all the racking in there and put everything in. There was some of my stuff that I'd put in there, my slot car collection that I've been collecting since I was 5 years old. Some of my wife's childhood toys, all our camping gear, all the freelance gear, everything went into the storage unit. I was really, really proud of this. And then on Friday morning, I got a phone call from the landlord, and he said, I don't know how to tell you this, but there's been a fire, and the building is gone. There's nothing left. And there's a few photos of it circling around online, but this storage unit, everything was gone. There was nothing left in there. Now, thinking about sort of recent events that have happened at Bicester, obviously, it pales into nothing because nobody was killed, thankfully, nobody injured. It was a storage unit that caught fire. But walking into that room that just 48 hours before, I'd put all of my, you put stuff in there to look after, don't you? You think that's nice and safe there. If anything happens, at least it's safe. To walk in there and just see bare frames was absolutely shocking. I've never seen anything like it in all my life. So this, I did say that I'm rebuilding my slot car collection. This is absolutely wonderful. I don't know what I like more, the Stroop waffles or that, but as soon as I get home, by the way, my 4-year-old daughter is now very much into scale electrics, and she will not be playing with that. So thank you for bringing all the way from the Netherlands. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You absolute. What? Oh, there you go. No, you're not having the Stroop waffles. Give them. You're going to make me cry. You are. Right. Now, VXR Owners Club. Don't start throwing punches like Team Arden. You went there.
They did it themselves.
I know. You let lots of different colours into your club. Tell us about VXR Owners Club.
We are a club predominantly for VXR Owners Club. However, it's not just VXR owners that are on stand. We accept VXR conversions, so it could be vans, it could be a 5-door that's more practical, it could be anything. So with the club, the way that we look at it is if you'd like to come and attend a show, then you're more than welcome to. With that, if you at the moment don't have a VXR, but we accept you, understand. So one day when you do have those keys and you're in the driver's seat and you're in a VXR, you have that moment, you remember us and you come and show with us. And for that, that's why we're 23,500 members strong. We're on our second show of the year, the third in 2 weeks' time. We've just completed our third Nürburgring trip. We're full line of merch. We've got all sorts of platforms. Shameless plug of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, the website, everything that's there. So we're very fortunate that we've got a very strong following of, we put out the message of we're doing this show and who's in, and before I've even finished the message sometimes it just
ding 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 ding.
Yeah. and it is a thank you to the admin team and a thank you to the staff, but it's a thank you to the members as well, because without them we wouldn't be at the shows and have the stands.
And that goes for this show as well. You know, you have always supported the show, like from day one. However, there is still one thing that you have not achieved, and I set you the challenge.
Yes.
And you've not got there yet.
Emphasis on yet.
Exactly. There may be an opportunity.
Okay.
Okay, we'll come on to that a little bit later on. But you are still yet to get 100 car stand. You bought in a black Vectra VXR. Yes.
I did.
Tell me about this.
It's not mine. It is one of our members who was less than keen when asked to come in. However, it is a 2007 Vectra VXR, so 2.8 turbo. Anyone feel free to correct me. I'm normally in an Astra. So the vehicle is completely standard and the driver absolutely loves it. Probably doesn't love the just over £700 a year road tax. However, well maintained. It's previously won Best Detailed. Stunning example of a Vectra VXR and a VXR in itself.
Well, this is the thing, you don't see many that have not been messed around with, do you? So to see one as it came out of the factory is very, very special. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Now, we move on from Vectra VXR to Insignia VXR. Tell us about this.
Had it a couple of years now. I had a few problems when I first got it. I joined the club. They gave me nothing but good advice. Got the car sorted. Had to replace the transfer box and the gearbox. Once I'd done that, the car was fine. I've done a few modifications to it here and there, sprayed some of the engine parts. Since I've been in the club, it just feels like a family. Been to all the shows last year. I booked them all for this year. Get on with everyone. The kids love coming. Beautiful day out. Love to see all the cars. They really enjoyed it. It's just been a fantastic day.
Brilliant.
So we might even be looking at camping next year as well, because the girls were saying about it as well.
Oh, you would have a great time.
Make a big time of it, yeah. So
there you go.
Really nice day. Really enjoyed it.
Fantastic. I couldn't have said it better. Perfect. Thank you very much. I'll pay you later. And then finally, we've come on to you, sir. Hello.
Hello there.
Saf.
Big, innit?
I know. Hey, you see him down there, the one with the hand up, yeah? He said this is a mum's car. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Just go and have a word with him later. It's fine. Anyway, talk to me about your Zafira XR.
It's red.
That bit's not.
No. Oh, come on, I didn't have enough paint for that.
How long have you had it for?
10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Shut up. No, you've not had it 10 minutes. How long have you had it for?
It's not my car.
Oh, well, that's why you don't know anything about it then. Brilliant. Who's stitching me up here? No,
we you know, I do know a bit about the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is red.
Yeah.
But no, carbon wings.
Yeah.
Carbon bonnet vents.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's got uprated suspension and discs and pads. Other than that, yeah, a load of engine work.
Yeah,
I've seen this, so yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's not standard.
No, it's amazing how they managed, because it's not a big bay, really, is it? Not when you look at some of the saloons along here. They're much bigger bays. This is a lot more compact. So to get that kind of power out of them is, it's quite something. So there we are, ladies and gents. Have a good look. Look at the variety that is VXR. You've got SAF, Insignia, Vectra, Astra, Corsa, and even the good old little Mariva down there. Do love the old Mariva. What a lovely little thing it is. So there you are, ladies and gents. Oh, hang on. Oh, here we go. You can argue amongst yourselves, you can. I've got a bigger engine, but mine's got more power. I'll let you carry on. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you around the arena, could I please ask you to put your hands together for all of our VXR owners, VXR drivers here today. Wonderful to see you. And please extend that applause again to this insane man who came all the way from the Netherlands. Ladies and gents, give this guy a round of applause for us. Tell me your club.
Vauxhall, Frontera and Monterey owners.
And we've got this lovely thing here, proper 3-door sport. And is it the 2-litre 8-valve?
It is indeed.
I absolutely love this thing. And you've been down there, you've been supporting the show this year. Have you enjoyed it? Brilliant. Now then, where are you? Come here. Is this your first time at the show?
Yes.
It is. What have you thought?
It's very good.
Yeah? You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it very much.
Good. And we've got Vectra, celebrating 30 years of Vectra.
Yeah.
Very quick, tell us.
It's a 1.6, had it off a family relative, yep. 300 quid. Kept in a garage all its life till last year, and I'll use it near enough every day.
Good man. Good family car. So, quick thing out there. Ladies and gents, have you enjoyed the show today? Yeah? How's it fared since last year? Better? Have you enjoyed it a bit more, a bit worse? What do we think? Shout at me. What do you think? Yeah? Okay. So, the first year we did this, we did it in May, yeah? And it was really, really cold. Then we moved to August, and it was much nicer. But August it clashes a lot with a lot of other events, which is why we brought it back to May. So it hasn't felt as long, has it? You know, it only feels like 5 minutes ago that we were here. But it's right at the start of the show season. You know, this is sort of like the start of, you know, the VauxALL show season. So the other day, I was sat thinking, and I thought, what about if we all met up again at the end of the year and sort of had an end of summer gathering, and we went somewhere else? We're still going to come back to the British Motor Museum. We'll come back here again next year. Hopefully, we'll come back here and we'll have 2 days here. Hopefully, we've hit enough numbers. But really, I'm asking you guys, if I was to do another show later this year, would you come to it? Would you be up for it? Yes? Yes? No? Shout at me. What do we think? Okay. So my idea is, and please come and tell me about this, whether you think it's right or not. The opportunity is there for us to go to another location. We love the British Motor Museum, but I know this sounds daft, but I'm seeing so many familiar faces and cars now. It almost feels like this is becoming a bit like a family. Yeah, we all come together, and it feels a bit sad that we only come together once a year. I know there's other shows and events, but I don't know, you all feel like really, really friendly and close to me now, and it's lovely. So I was thinking, what about in September? What about if we went down south somewhere? What about if we had a nice sort of Saturday day out, maybe down at, say, Bewley? What about if we went down to National Motor Museum for a bit of a change, have a look at something else? North? You want to go up north? Where? Rill? Can you imagine if we all turned up at Rill? That would be funny, wouldn't it? One last thing I need your help with. There are people around here in high vises who really do help me on the day. You know, I put hours and right. There's always one, isn't there? Always one. But genuinely, these guys, you know, you've seen me run around a lot. I can't do this on my own. So can I please ask you to give your biggest round of applause you have yet for all of these guys. A big, big thank you to Alex, to Nathan, to Tracy, to Richard, to Rob, who's had to head off. A huge thank you. So then, ladies and gents, I guess I thought I was going to have a nice year off now. Wait to see you all again next May. If I was to make this a 2-day show, would you come to that for 2 days? Yeah? Okay, so, oh dear, I'm running away now, because this is the VBOA, and I've just said I want it to be the best VauxALL show ever. So I'm just going to keep running around, and he can't reach me. Ha ha ha. So, oh God, go on then. We'll do a plug for VBOA, go on.
No, I'm not here to plug the VBOA. I don't care if nobody comes, because then I don't have to organise the show. You can have it. No, as Tim has just said, he's put a lot of effort into this, and we know through supporting you what goes into it. And you know, you help us with our show, we help you with yours. And I think Tim deserves a massive round of applause from everybody here.
Oh, thank you. Very kind. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's awfully kind of you. Awfully kind. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, underneath here you'll find a thumbs up. Hit that, it helps put this video in front of more people just like you. And if you've really enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button and you'll get a new video from me pretty much every week. We're at another show next week. Hopefully I'll see a few of you there, but if not, don't worry, the video will be online as always. Also left to say is thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.